Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Alright, we are almost home. Hopefully my frames aren't getting killed too bad. I am losing a few frames per second, but I'm actually rendering a video. Come on, let's slow this down, slow it down. The drive back was a little more pleasant, partially because I have a better idea of what I'm doing. Let's turn on the brakes. We don't need to be going that fast. I did... I am using the scan mod, and I scanned... I imagine... Hold on. I imagine that those markers back there are probably... Well, I don't know what the stationary large would be. I think one of those is probably the relic... The remnants of... I'm trying to find a flat place to park this thing, because it will roll downhill. We're back at the ship. This snow patch is probably good, right? But, will it stop? Sorry, I'm focusing for a second here because I don't want this thing rolling off. One of the things aside from just how difficult the terrain is, I don't like the way that rovers are very unpredictable. They just will roll sometimes, and I guess I could dock it to something if I could get the levels right. How are we doing, rover? Are you moving? No, you're not. Good. So, yeah, you'd recognize that as being a derelict station, the little platform. I actually think I'm going to convert that into a landing platform. One of my objectives here is going to be to take this, put some thrusters on it, and see if we can get it to fly. Because I'm sick of roving. And I think I'm going to go take off on foot and actually see what those things are. So I'll be back. I don't feel like drive it. They were up a big hill. There was no way I was going to be able to drive up there. So they're not that far away. I'm going to go take a look and see what's going on with that. So this is some of the terrain I was talking about, trying to get a rover across. I had to back up a lot, come back. I mean, this stuff is bad, and it's very steep. It's at like a 45-degree angle, so I'd have to find a place like this and kind of zigzag my way up. It was pretty difficult. That tree over there was... I hate it when the trees glow. It looks like it's something important. So I imagine that this is just debris from the respawn ship that I turned off the thrusters on, but I'm not sure, so I do want to check, because I do have what's it called, encounters turned on. I don't think they actually happen on the surface of planets. I don't know, like, if the pirates do either. Like, yeah, that looks like... Is that part of the ship? It's part of a ship. Let's take a look at this. If I can get up there. Like, this stuff just screws with your suspension so bad when you're trying to rove. Yeah, that looks like it's part of the ship. Oh, there's like thruster down here. Is this thing... Yeah, it's good stuff worth taking. I'm not going to be able to carry it all very easily, because there's no way I'm going to get a rover up here. Maybe we'll be able to get some sort of small flying scout ship going. That's probably a good idea. Even if it has a relatively small cargo container on it and it can't haul as much as that thing, just the fact that it flies means it will be way more effective. I was a little worried about doing flying, but at this point, I don't see an alternative. Maybe I can put an ore detector on it and just be scanning, and maybe we'll find more uranium somewhere out here too. I do know that some of those rocks that are just strewn about, sometimes they have stuff in them. What is this? Let's turn... Is it just part of that too? It'd be cool if there was like part of the reactor left or something. It's just a piece of metal, isn't it? Did it have any stuff left around it? Wow, that is quite a crater. There's a grinder. I guess there were tools on board that thing. Some computers. Let's turn the interface on. I mean, I'll take the stuff. I probably should take the grinder and the drill just so I can go break it down. What is this? Holy crap. That's a lot of ice. Okay, that's pretty... I mean, there's ice all over the place around here. It's not a huge deal, but that's still pretty cool. I guess we'll grind this stuff down, take some of it back, as much as we can carry for now. It's good to know what's going on out here. I wonder if there's any other... I don't have any hydrogen where I can get a higher angle here. I'm kind of just wondering if there's any extra goodies scattered about here, because I was finding quite a bit of stuff around the crashed ship for a while, but it's really hard to see in this grass. And well, the ice is a nice find. I mean, that saves us some trouble mining if we can get up here and take it. I don't like things like that. Kind of look like stuff, but I guess they're not. We'll take the extra grinder. I mean, they're resources. It's not that heavy. The drill doesn't take up the same volume that it used to anymore either. Anything else? Well, let's mark the ice so we remember where it is. New from current position. Ice. And I think this is the one. Get rid of that. Okay. Well, I'm going to go grind down some more stuff, fill up my inventory. Alright, so I started working on this little grinder ship here, but it's confirmed. It's not my imagination. The ship is definitely starting to slip down this hill, so there's a little bit of pressure to get some stuff off of this, the most important components and everything. I think what's happening is when I'm grinding the ship down, it seems like some of the panels and stuff are kind of glitching through the model of the ship and causing crazy physics things to happen, because Space Engineers has super awesome physics. And I kind of... I don't know how far the main thing I'm worried about is it tipping over or destroying that reactor. I put a couple of blocks on the front of the ship here to try to stabilize it. We definitely do need the assembler to keep working and stuff for now, so I'm going to try to keep on getting components off of here and get that grinder ship up and going. But yeah, hopefully this block will help stabilize it. I guess we'll see. Well, I guess we're going to have to rebuild the platform somewhere different. Oh, I had a video going the whole time, didn't I? Oops. Well, this kind of seems better. Let's see what the angle's like in here. It's a lot more... Well, it's still... Yeah, it's a lot more reasonable. Maybe we'll just leave well enough alone. I think it's kind of largely stuck right there, maybe. Trying to evaluate the situation here. Is that like the one spot? It's contacting the ground over here a little bit too, but I bet if I grind that off, it'll slide more. It's almost to flat ground. It would be so nice to not be at this insane angle. I think the worst the danger for the reactor might be over. Let's go grind off this stuff here, see if that lets it slide further down or not. Look how goofy that thing slides. Is it stabilized? It's jammed pretty good over here somewhere, I think. It's touching the ground in a lot more places now, I think. That might be good. See what happens if we grind off some more crap here. Alright, my inventory is full. I don't know how much of this, some of this scarring of the land was like this when I got here, but I think the ship did a lot of this too. Deformed the terrain a lot. I haven't used this cargo container just because I can't really reach my normal primary one that's on the ship. I'd be pretty thrilled actually if it would slide a little bit further down. How much stuff is this, incidentally? Might as well pick it up. I don't like leaving parts around right now. We're not at the point where we have an embarrassment of riches. How did I just get hurt? Again, randomly. This game, man, this game. So much fun, but so glitchy at times. Alright, it kind of seems like this whole belly of the ship is just on the ground now. Maybe we're good. Yeah, look at all this point of contact here. I feel like it's a lot less precarious now. I think we'll let it be. I think I'm satisfied. Hopefully we can build a nice fancy little... I'm on menu 2. I don't want to be that. 5. Please don't be stupid. Let me... Let me build down to the ground where I can actually get up here. Really? Oh, it moved again. Alright. Weird. Did that actually lift it up? Yeah, I think that actually technically lifted it up is what happened. Huh, let's see. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Will it let me build... It's so finicky about the terrain. Like, sometimes it's like, oh, you can totally do whatever you want. I guess it's the station blocks. This is a terrible place to have the ramp. Just let me do it, man. Why do you have to do this to me, game? Can we build this way? I wonder if that looks kind of high to jump. Well, maybe not. Alright, that seems kind of more reasonable. Alright, well, I think I'm going to work on disassembling some more parts of this ship, and I feel like it was moving again. I think I'm going to disassemble some more parts of this ship and just see how this goes. So, if anything disastrous happens, I'll be back. If not, oh, this is so much more. Look, like I can walk up these ramps like normal. Amazing. Let's go turn off the reactor while we're at it. But yeah, I'm going to just keep fiddling around with some stuff here and grinding stuff down. I've completed a tiny little grinder ship. If this thing's successful, I'll probably build a similar version for welding and other stuff. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Why is it not telling me it's on? Oh, I had to mash the button for some reason. Okay, let's get into third person. It still needs a couple things. I did test it out just to see if it takes off. I damaged one of the reverse thrusters when I did that, so I'm going to have to repair that, but I don't have the motors to deal with that right now. But I'm thinking about taking this over to the far side of the ship because the main ship has a connector on it, and I should be able to charge this, I would think, from that. So we're going to try taking her out and see what she can do. It doesn't have much battery. Apparently the batteries now come with somewhat of a charge, which is nice. Oh my god. Alright, it takes it's very different than flying in space. This is going to take a little getting used to. Definitely do not want to let this ship tip over. It has no thrusters on the top because I figured that was pretty much a waste anyway. I don't like going down. Like, it's a very unsettling feeling. You know what I've wanted to do for a little while here too, just to get some motors? Let's go ahead and weapons and tools. Do that. And easy, 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 easy. She's kind of drifty. Might need a few more sideways thrusters. In fact, we definitely need a few more sideways thrusters, I would say, but that's part of what this is all about, is learning what this thing's capable of. Why are we doing that? I'd really rather not crash my fancy new ship instantaneously. Because we tilted. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Mouse, 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 mouse. I don't like flying in atmosphere. My camera is screwed up. We're going... Okay. It's because I'm referencing the ship is the problem here. Not... Easy does it. This is stressful. I don't really have I have a lot of resources tied up in the ship. And it's not going to be easy to replace if something goes wrong. I wish that I had that when I was looking backwards. The level indicator, because frankly, I have no idea what level we're at. I'm just going to assume we're still relatively level. And ease her in. I don't like docking like this. I guess it'll be easier. Like, this is just confusing because my reference point is very uneven. I can't tell. Why are we not getting connection? I'm like rubbing right up against this thing. Why am I not getting... Why can't I dock? This seems very strange. I wonder if the ship doesn't have enough power to operate the connector? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's go forward, get out of its range. I really cannot be lined up any better in that game. Well, that's confusing. I guess what we'll do, since that doesn't want to work, is fly back over to the landing platform. I'm going to load this up with some cargo. We should have plenty of flight time to get over to our base over there. I guess I'm going to have to put a reactor on this. I'd rather just have it charged from a central location. I don't know why that connector's not working. It's very strange. Never had connector problems like that before, but I guess we're having them today. Why does the thrust work so much better? My reverse, like the rear engines, there's the same number of engines in every direction. Is one of those engines offline? That, you know, that's probably why we're having, I don't know what, if that's damaged or what. That explains some of our issue, I guess. Yeah, this is going to be stressful flying this way. I'll tell you what. The gravity makes it a lot less forgiving. And down. Let's go ahead and turn that thing off. Get out. So like I said, I think I'm just going to load it up with a bunch of stuff. What's wrong with this thruster? Needs more motors is what's wrong with it. And then we need more motors to rebuild that thruster. Alright, well that explains a thing or two about why we're having some weirdness with this ship. I probably should put in 4 side-to-side thrusters on each side. Because we have 4 reverse and we have 4 forward. But thrusters cost so much. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to load this thing up. Hopefully we'll be able to build a connector over there at the base and charge this thing with the solar panels. I have no idea what's going on with that. But unfortunately, we're going to have to manually load this bad boy. And I don't want to go crazy with weight, but I'm going to put quite a bit in here. So I'll be back in a little bit. I loaded up about as much stuff as I want to in this thing. We're going to go ahead and give this a try. I turned off the thrusters. I did complete one of the side thrusters that was just missing a couple parts because I had them. Alright, let's... Oh god, why did it do that? Landing gear is still kind of funky. Alright, 9 minutes of flight time. That should be plenty of time to get over there. Need to put this thing down when it still has some power left so that we can actually manage to... what was I trying to say? So we can actually manage to build a connector and hopefully dock it to the solar panels over there. Otherwise, it's going to be disabled until I walk all the way back here and get some reactor components, which will be fun. But I'm actually impressed. These atmospheric thrusters are extremely energy efficient. I didn't think they were going to be good. So rovers are just out for now. I mean, it'd be kind of fun if we had a purpose for having one, but at this point, cargo is going to be a lot easier to transfer this way. Alright. Very hard to judge distance. I mean, we do have that altimeter thing, and it does seem to actually be like a radar altimeter, which is nice. But it's still a little bit hard to judge. I assume that means I'm level when my cursor is pointing at the artificial horizon thing. Like I said, it makes me very nervous descending. I think the ground is relatively level right here. Try to sit down close. Oh god, stop. Why? Because we got going a little too fast. Keep that in mind. That was a little close, but... Alright, so we just need to make sure we always descend pretty carefully. Lock her down, turn it off, get out. I'm going to have to build something so I can actually get up to the cockpit. Can I jump and reach that, I wonder? Yeah, I can jump and reach it if in a pinch. Okay, awesome. Actually, I'm going to have to turn one of the batteries back on, aren't I? So that we can actually get stuff out of here. I guess we can build... We're going to have to build a pipe up above so that... Yeah, that doesn't look... That looks like it's going to be way too low. So we'll try to build a pipe and see if that will work. I don't know why we couldn't connect before. It was very annoying, but I'm going to get to work doing some construction here. I wonder how our let's actually, before we do that, let's check how our battery's doing. I was over there working for a couple of days. Oh, did we actually have a full battery? No way. Amazing. Because, yeah, I was, like I said, I was over there working for a couple days, so I was kind of hopeful that the battery would be charged up over here. So we'll hopefully be able to get this thing charged up pretty soon too. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here for today. When we come back, we will work on disassembling more parts from that ship and getting set up over here. Thanks for watching.